Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. In the last parts, we headed into some sort of old decrepit castle and rescued some prisoners. We tried our very best to be as stealthy about it as possible. And that was an ordeal. An ordeal I didn't really expect. An ordeal that took almost 2 hours. But let's not talk about that. It's a new day. Hopefully, I'm not gonna hit a stage where I'm stuck on it for 2 hours this time. So, since I didn't really do anything here, let me see. Let's see what I can do. So I got a counter skill. What is that? What is this? Increases the user's build. What's that supposed to mean? What? That tells me nothing! I got a master seal. What's this? Oh, an item that allows units level 10 or higher to upgrade classes. Ooh. How do I use it? Cannot use the item here. Alright. I can't use it here. How do I use it? This is because Ike is level 10 or higher. Can I not use it yet? Oh, here we go. Speed wing. Use. What is this? A magic item that increases build. What is build? Let me look this up. What is this? One second. Item that increases the user's build. Does it mean stats overall? Does it like increase all the stats? Statue frag. Permanent increases the user's constitution by 2. Which is a side effect of increasing units weight at the same amount. What? That tells me nothing. What is the constitution stat? Constitution stats. No. Leave it the. I don't know. Okay. But, I don't think I want to give it to you. I'll give it to Ike. I'll give that to this convoy for the moment. Braum is an axe knight, so he can use knight. No, you're not Braum. Kyron. You're Braum. Where's your stats at? You got good defense. What else we got here? Let me shove that in there. What else we got? Neffene? You're pretty squishy. Arm scroll. And that increases the weapon level. Oh, they're currently equipped a weapon. Oh, hello. Okay. What else do I have? Okay, remain in animal form. Alright, so Ike. If I give this to you, what'll happen if I do this? Okay. I don't know what that did. I don't know if that was a mistake. It probably was. I will take that and then use it. Oh, I can't. How do I use it? Is there something I have to use in battle? What about that? I can't use that either. Alright. Boy, oh boy. Alright. Skills. You got counter, so I want to take that off of you. Who do I want to give counter to? What do we got for going for skills? You got Miracle, Shade, Gamble, Mercy, you got counter. So, what is counter? Okay, in certain instances, causes the enemy to receive half of the damage it deals to this unit. Oh. Okay, so that's what happened with, If you're yelling, I'm sorry. Ignore the yelling in the background if you hear it. So that's what happened with, during the last stage, okay. I could give it to... counters... Hang on. Oh my god, hang on. I hate interruptions. 1 second here. 1 second. I have to transfer money over. 1 second. Insert Jeopardy music. Oh, sorry about that. I needed to move money over to my bank card real quick because family is doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. Okay, so who do I want to give this counter to? I could give it to Maya, but that would cap her out. So who doesn't have a skill that can benefit from it? Oh man, I could give it to you, Oscar, because you don't have anything. The problem is, I gotta figure out what characters I want to actually use in battle and what characters I'm not going to use. Some characters I don't really plan on using, I might not use Kyron, Ileana. I'll give it to Ike. So Ike, take the counter, and I'll give you the skill. And I can always unequip it later and move it around if need be. Alright. Oh wait, I got bonus XP to the Horde. So I've got... I do need to get Mist and... I do need to get you guys leveled up. Mist is... I need Mist leveled up for a future chapter. I distinctly remember that chapter. It's not till way later on, but... I think I'll throw in 2 for you. Maybe 2 for Rolf. Alright, 2 for Rolf. And then Maya, I really want to get you situated. I want you to become stronger, Maya. So I think I'll give you 2 for you. You're close to another level up anyway, so you get to level 13 in the next stage. So I got 3 left. Volk. Yeah, he's pretty much like Oscar, except he's a little stronger than Oscar, but not by much. Neff, Boyd, Well, Neff, I might want to level you up. So I'll give you the rest. I'll give you the rest of it. Well, where's Braum at? Braum is someone else I might want to use too. Braum, you're level 8. I'll give you one more, then I'll get Braum leveled up. Perfect, look, a little stat boost. And then Braum. You're no gantry, Braum, but you'll do for the time being. Okay, so you can use lances, you can use sword. Wait, can you use swords or is it? You can only use spears? Okay, we got a spearman. So I got 2 spearmen. Armory. I'll give you 2. Then Nephine. Oh, you can't use spears. What can you use then? Maybe her proficiency isn't up high enough. Because the only way to wield better weapon, yeah, her proficiency isn't high enough. So in that case, I'm gonna take that iron lance that's in there, and leave that one in there for later. Okay. Alright. How's it going, Ike? Oh, hey, Oscar. I'm fine. Actually, I'm kind of worried about something. Can I help? Well, I was trying to figure out how we should fight the Lagoon's bird tribes. That's odd. I was just thinking about the same thing. When they turn them into their true selves, we're forced into a kind of battle that is difficult for us. You're right about that. The Lagoons are so strong. I've even seen them shatter boulders with a single blow. I feel like our weak points are as visible as a lit torch for the bird tribes. What's more, my sword is useless if they take to the sky. My advice is to keep engaging them. The more we fight, the more we learn. Of course, it won't be easy. No, but I'm sure we can do it. That's a good idea. Thanks. Ah, well, sure. You're pretty amazing, Ike, you know that? Hey, come on now, you're the guy with all the experience and talent. Everything I've accomplished comes from hard work and practice. You're the son of Commander Grail. You have natural talent. I'd follow you anywhere. Wow. Thanks, Oscar. Oh. All right. Got a man. Pardon me, buddy. I haven't seen you around town before. Are you a traveling mercenary? Yes, I suppose you could say that. Nice sword. You look like a man who knows his business. If you're looking for work, I've got a proposition for you. A proposition? I run a vigilante group that helps keep our fair town safe. A strong man like you will be most welcome. Thanks, but I've got something lined up. Oh, really? That's too bad. Heading out to sea? Maybe. Cautious to the end. I like that. Well, just in case you are, I want you to have this. What's this? It's a special sword. It'll come in handy if you ever find yourself at sea. Not that you would. Really? You give me a sword? Are you sure? Well, there was one condition. Once you finish the job, you come back and see me. I'd like you to reconsider that vigilante position. Understood. Thanks for the blade. Oh, the Goose Slayer. Hello. Hey there, traveler. Do you have everything you need? If you stop by my humble shop, you'll find the best deals in town. What do you say? Interested? Yeah, that sounds good. Listen, can I ask you a question? No problem. You can ask me anything, especially if it's about my low prices. What do the townspeople think of Dane? You knew that they were coming. Didn't anyone think to flee to Crimea? Flee? Don't be absurd. But Crimea lost the war. Yeah, I know. And honestly, that doesn't really affect us common folk, you know? The truth is, we don't care who sits on the throne. To us, they're all just faceless beings who rule from on high. If they tried to raise taxes or something, you better believe you protest, but otherwise... I mean, take the King of Dane. He's just another man, right? If we keep working, he can keep living the high life. So it's not like he's going to treat us poorly or anything. As long as we can live our lives and have a little happiness, we aren't going to be worried about it too much. Oh, but if we were invaded by Gallia, well, that's a different story altogether. If our country were overrun by those savage beasts, who knows what could happen. Now that scares me. What the? Hey, wait, come back! What about my low prices? Now, what was that about? Well, no wonder. Princess! My Lord Ike! Why are you here all by yourself? It's not very safe. I was looking at the town. I'm unfamiliar with the world outside of the Imperial Villa when I was raised. This is the first time I've been able to see how other people live. Everything's so new and different to my eyes. This is a town, isn't it? There's so much energy and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. With all the boats coming out of the harbor, the town's livelier than most, that's for sure. It's like nothing has happened. All the death and destruction we've seen feels like a horrible dream. I mean, yeah, kind of. Ah! Okay, he's training. What are you doing? I'm trying to regain the superb physique I lost when I was being held prisoner. Are you ready to board the ship? I was born ready. I don't need anything. Even as we speak, many of my fellow Crimeans are suffering at the hands of Dane. If I cannot rush to their aid today, then I can at least prepare myself for the day when I can. I see. Well, when you're ready, I'll let you know. Understood. Sorry to interrupted you. My Lord Ike, what is it? You rescued and cared for Princess Valencia, and you have my heartfelt thanks. For us, she is our one solitary hope. Yeah. Right, enough talking. Until we're making our triumphant return to Melior, all I can do is keep training. Okay. Careful, don't pull anything. Alright. Brom, what's going on with you? What are you looking at? Oh, just this. It's sort of a good luck charm. My family gave it to me when I left home. We never had much money, so my parents gathered some stones from our farm back at home and put them in this leather pouch. It's not much to look at, but it means a lot to me. Every day I take them out and talk to them like they're my family. How is everyone? I'm out here doing the best I can. Don't worry, I'll be home soon. Stuff like that. I know it sounds foolish, but if I don't do this, I won't have the courage to fight. Don't worry about my feelings. You can laugh. Acting like this at my age, what a silly man I am. It's not silly, Brom. You're a strong man who has decided to fight for the sake of his family. I know that your family is very proud of you. Thank you, Hike. Thank you. I mean, the guy's had it pretty hard, so can't blame him. Well, that's that. Are you ready to go, Nefene? Hike. What is it? Nope, nothing. I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah, sure, I'm sure. You'd know it's hard being a prisoner. It's physically and mentally demanding. I need to know. Can you fight? Not a problem. It's easy for you to say, but you sound like you're about to fall over. That? No, that's a habit. It's just the way I talk. Just talking. Sorry. No need to apologize. As long as you're not feeling ill, everything's fine. Alright, I'll see you later. Right then. Alright. With that out of the way. Now, I know I said I wasn't gonna use Chiron, but I at least want to have him give him some weapons. so that he's not like totally bare bones with nothing. And actually I have no axes to give him. Now what can you use? Can you use a steel axe? Yes. I'll give you 2. What about a hand axe? Yes. Perfect. So... you're good on hand axes for a little bit. Boyd... You're... yeah, you're good. I could use another vulnerary. Alright, so... give you vulnerary. Soren's good, you're good, Boyd. You're good, you're good, you're good. I mean, if I'm gonna use Beastman, I'm gonna use you because you're pretty strong, but she's not that bad either. What's that Speedwing? Okay, this is maximum HP, so I think I want to give that to Maya, because Maya's pretty low in health. Yeah. Maya, take that, and then use it. How much HP is she gonna get? Alright, that's a good boost for her. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, let me save it. Alright. Well, I spent the last like 20 minutes preparing. We should be leaving, but we should. Looks like everyone's going to be a while yet. My Lord Ike, are you ready to go? Me? As long as I got my sword, I'm always ready. A sword? That's it? I got my cape. I could sleep just about anywhere. As well as for food, well, something always turns up. That's delightful. It is? Yes, very much so. Princesses. I don't think I'll ever understand them. Well, what's going on? Why all the excitement? My Lord Ike, there's a crowd gathering at the town entrance. That's... attention citizens, we receive reports of Crimean army stragglers hiding in this town. From this point forward, the Dane army will blockade all entry points of entry. No one comes or goes without our leave. The harbor is also closed. No ships will be allowed to sail. Uh-oh. Ike, Dane troops have... I know. All we can do is move toward the docks and try not to be discovered. Have you seen Ranulph? Not yet. Wait, here he comes now. Ranulph, over here! Oh, things are heating up, aren't they? How are things on your end? Everything's set. All you need to do is sneak down to the harbor. You'll be met there by a man with a dusky pallor. His name is Nasir. Nasir is a man you can trust. I explain your situation to him, and he's willing to help. If you can reach his ship safely, he'll take everything and deliver you to Benion. Ranulph, aren't you coming too? I was planning on it, but Dane's movements have me concerned. I'll stay behind and see what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. No, pardon me. Uh-oh. Subhuman! Blast! It's true, a subhuman! How dare you come prowling around here? Uh-oh. Beast? You stinking subhumans need to get out and learn your place. Human towns are far too good for you. Uh-oh. Ranulph is getting beaten. Dang! Mordecai! Ike, we must leave! What? No, we have to help Ranulf! All this noise will attract the attention to the Dane troops. That's why we have to hurry up and help. He'll be fine, leave him! Ranulf is strong, even stronger than me. It's alright. Ranulf has no intention of defending himself. Look, he's not even changing forms. You can't just stand by and watch as he gets murdered. Ike, wait! Idiot human. Stop! Get out of my way! Keep your hands off him! Who do you think you are? Why would a human want to protect some subhuman? He's a friend of this monster. I saw him talking earlier. What's that to you? Hey, the Crimean royals had subhuman companions, didn't they? Maybe you're one of those army guys the Dane troops are searching for. You there! Dane soldier! Ho! There's some suspicious folk over here. Huh? That way, hurry! Are you mad? Your king was murdered by Dane, and now you're gonna cooperate with them? Well, the king was teaming up with the subhumans. That's what got him killed. Yeah, that's right. If we need allies, we'll take flesh and blood Dane humans over some fanged subhuman freak. Yeah, at least we know what we're getting. Trust your own kind. You people are insane. Where's the subhuman everyone's screaming about? Huzzah, the Toha vigilantes are here. Grab those guys and turn them over to Dane army. That will prove our allegiance and gain our village favor. You want subhumans hunted down, I'm your man. Uh-oh. Ike! Ranulf, are you alright? Why did you come back? Because some fool was going to lay here and get beaten to death instead of defending himself. Ike, what would you have me do? Gallia and Crimea have formed an alliance. I cannot jeopardize that by harming these people, no matter what ill they may bear me. Even if none of them care two figs for their own country. Even if they're citizens of Crimea after all. Well, I'm not Gallian, so there's no reason for me not to hold anything back. Ike, listen to me. They think that you and I are allies. If you attack, it's no different than I do so myself. So, let me guess. You're telling me to avoid Dane pursuit, leave the town vigilantes alone, and get to the docks as soon as possible, find a man named Nasir and get everyone aboard this ship. Is that it? Exactly. I don't care what anyone else says. I think you're pretty bright. Alright, I'll play along. But mark my words, if they attack, heads will roll. Hey! That one's not gonna do us any good. Titania, Soren, get everyone together. We're getting out of here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. So what do we got? I'm gonna get Marcia out. I wanna stick Mordecai in. Ileana. I guess I can have you for the time. Well, no, you're pretty squishy. I'll have you lead. I'll have Leaf in there for the time being. I guess I'll go with this for the time being. Listen to me. Do not let a single Crimean soldier escape our grasp. Sweep the entire town. Arrest anyone suspicious. General McCoya! Sir, there's a group of vigilantes who want to help us. What shall I tell them? Very well. Let them do as they please. Yes, sir. Pardon me. Are you the commander of these forces? I am. And who are you? I'm the captain of the boat you see moored here. My name is Nasir. I stopped by to accomplish some brief piece of business, but the soldiers now preventing me from set sailing. I'll need to leave this place. I apologize for the inconvenience. However, we're trying to stop some Crimean soldiers from escaping. To that end, we'll need the cooperation of all citizens, ship captains included. My ship is a simple merchant vessel sailing under the flag of the Benian Empire. If I present such documentation, surely it will prove I have no ties whatsoever to Crimea. Under Dane rule, such Benian papers are nothing more than fish wrap. Yet, you called yourself Nasir, correct? Protest too loudly, Nasir, and may think you a Crimean sympathizer. If that were to happen, who knows what unfortunate fate might your simple merchant ship. Or unfortunate fate. I see. So be it. You there, soldier! Sir? Strengthen the watch on the ship. That man is up to something. I can feel it. No matter what happens, that ship must not be allowed to set sail. Burn her and sink her fast. Yes, sir. Now then, where's our special guest? Uh-oh. I'm right here, Jenna McCoy. Oh, Sir Black Knight. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. No, I just arrived. Let us proceed. I would hear your report. There are no reports whatsoever. I have nothing to report, save the tedium of it all. The farthest west we travel, the weaker the Cremain fighting spirit becomes. Each town displays less and less resistance. Now they literally throw wide the gates at first sign of our approach. Duty as humdrum as this, I worry that my troops may become sloppy and lose their edge. As a fellow warrior, I can sympathize with your plight. I thank you for your understanding. This town was not scheduled for subjugation until much later. Tell me, why are you here now? Yes, as to that, mere days ago, Council held Cremain prisoners of war was attacked and captives freed. The perpetrators were Cremain soldiers accompanied by subhumans. According to our intelligence reports, they're trailed in here. I see. The Princess of Cremain is said to have fled to Galea. If we can capture this band, we may yet gain information on her location. Do you require my assistance? I thank you for the generous offer. However, you were to enter the fray, it would be over in a twinkling. My men are starved for combat. I'll beg your restraint so that we may be allowed for some entertainment. As you will. The field is yours. Turn your soldiers loose and may their blades run red with glory. Your graciousness is greatly appreciated. Oh boy. Good luck, guy. You'll be fine. As for me, I think I'll play a little game of cat and mouse with these dang fools. The Galean subhuman! After him! Don't let him get away! Everyone move out! Move out for the harbor! Try to avoid conflict with the local vigilante group if you can. Let's go! I'll figure it out on my own. So we got those guys, but I need to get to you, Zyharek. So if I can get to him, but I need to get Leith or Mordecai over to him, or Nephine, Brahm, and Chiron. So. God damn it. Who's calling me now? What? Yes. Okay. I need to get to Zyharek. I gotta be careful because the Black Knight comes out of one of these houses. Might be this one. So, I'm gonna have you guys move up. Say, aren't you? You're one of those commands that the Daner soldiers after, aren't you? Go on, get moving. I'll pretend I didn't see anything. Don't worry, just go. Wait a second. Here, take this with you. Draco shield. So we got open houses there. We got open house over there. Is there any more open houses besides those two? Looks like it. Okay, so She can handle things on her own. I could use a decent fighter over there. I need to get over this way so I can get to you. So I gotta be careful of those Dragonites too. Get you out of here. Get you out of the picture. Fuck the vigilante group. Boyd. Problem is, Soren's in a rough spot. Hey, are they really subhumans about? Oh yeah, no mistake about it. And they'll as soon as kill you as they look at you. Where are they? Oh, they're over there. Cunning beasts. We're just about to start fleshing them out of hiding. I see. If you find one, I'll be sure to give you be sure to give me a call. I like that guy. Came to our little town just for the chance to hunt subhumans. Pay for your crime. Sweet. Die, human! Hold on, please. I'm not an enemy to the goose. The goose? How do you... I joined this vigilante group because I knew it would afford me a chance to help you flee. Listen, I'll distract the townspeople while they're worried about me. You can make a good of your escape. I cannot trust the words of a human. I see. Well, if I cut down these vigilantes, will you believe me? Huh? 1, 2, all of them? How many do you want? Just give the word and I'll start the cutting. Quiet! Why would you? I want to help you. That's all. I see. You're not an enemy. That much I'll believe. Thank you. Now you must hurry away from this place. No, I cannot flee. I have friends I must board a ship with. Will you not desist? It's much too dangerous. The vigilantes and Danes want nothing more than to kill the goose. I'm not leaving. I see. If that's your stance, I have no choice. I'll join your group. Don't be ridiculous. What's your name? I'm Leaf, but... That's a good name. That's beside the point. I'm Zahar. Well met, Leaf. Whoops. I don't think we have time for formal introductions. Let's hurry. Hold it! I have not agreed to this. Too bad. Oh, the guy's strong. Oh my god. Ooh. Poked. She can handle herself. Ha! Maybe I should have given her another hand axe. Alright. Level up for Maya. I'll let you chase me because I can kill you with a counterattack. Finish you off. Killing Edge. Damn. Not bad. That guy's... All right. Problem is, Mordecai can't do anything. I could do this right away. Get you out of them. If I move you there... Dick. Might be trouble for you, that guy right there. Got an archer. That's not good. Oh boy. Come on, Boyd. Oh, he double hit her. Uh-oh. Boyd's in trouble. Oh, Boyd's dead. Oh my god. So let me have Titania go up here this time. I can move all these guys down here. Let me do this. So I can't visit houses as a subhuman, huh? Okay. I guess that makes sense. Thanks to the levels! Alright, guy. Take him out. Oh, nice. Poke. Huh. Missed. Yeah, let them come this way. Titania can take all those guys out, since they all crowd around that one street. Alright. Take you out of the picture. Smite? What's smite? What is slam an adjacent unit to 2 spaces away? Okay. Poke! So the problem is if I move, Reese is going to be exposed. Oh, brutal. Get you up there. I'll leave Ike there so you can't get attacked. And Storm's gonna be exposed too, so I'll leave you there. Bring yourself to me! Nice. Alright, so we're clear on this side. Uh-oh. Reese? I gotta rescue Reese. I gotta get Reese out of there, so I'm gonna have to have Braum take Reese. Braum's taking a lot of hits. That thief. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh my god, people need to leave me alone! Alright. Let's get this archer out of here. Get this guy out. What's that? Thieves are taking advantage of the commotion to sack our little town? We must close the front gate. Thanks for your help. Oh, I almost forgot. Please take this as a token of thanks. Go on, take it. Ooh, a killer lance. Ooh, perfect for you. Poke. Alright, Titania. Get some work in. Where are you going? Alright, now he can fight. So anyone else around there? Okay, let me save state. Things go terribly wrong here. I'm gonna start learning to have multiple save states. Missed. Get you out of the picture. So I got the killer lance. Oh, look at that. 20 damage. It's way better than the steel lance. Well, no, it's on par with the twin, but the critical rate on that thing is crazy. Alright, I need to start making progress to get away from here. Get you out of the picture. Because that Black Knight's gonna come out at some point. Oh! Nice! Get out of here with that. Think one more? No. Take you on, Brom can finish you off. Oh, of course, if I miss the Pope. You are garb. That marks you as a subhuman. You should not level up the forest. You cannot survive in human settlements. Don't be a doubleheader, please. Son of a bitch. Control that. That way. I don't think that ass can get to me. Alright, this is where I was. Okay, good. Let's go towards them. Get your horse out of here. Take you on too. Pope. Of course, 1 health. Commander Har, awake! There's no time to be sleeping. The Cyberman has been spotted. Come, let's join in the thrill of the hunt. Let's not. Even if we don't lift a finger, McCoy's pups will take care of everything. Battle glory awaits! Would you allow order others to steal his chance from beneath your very nose? Go and entertain yourself, will you? Fight for a soldier or a lance or a peasant or what you will. But leave for love of flying. Don't stop interrupting my sleep. Oh, you're such a... The fighting? Wake me up when it's done. Huh. That's it, I'm going by myself. What? Jill, hold a moment. Yes, if you change your mind. You'll wait here with the rest of us. We won't move unless we're attacked. That's the word from the top. So if I move you up here... Boyd should be able to finish you off. Where are you going? Take you out so you don't chase us. All right. You're about to transform back, and plus you're looking pretty hurt. They're not fleeing. They're actually headed this way. Appears that we have underestimated the courage of our foe. Oh, look at this guy. Of course, the killing edge. I was kind of hoping I could trap him. Well, I can actually. It's gonna be a bit of a gamble. Speaking of gambles. Get out of here. So we were the ones guilty of coming to this calculation. How shameful. Your Excellency, the rest is up to you. Get out of here, dick. She's so strong. Got a Master Seal. Now you're looking pretty hurt. Can I rescue you? There's the Black Knight, and Soren is right there. All these men, they're still having problems. Did I make a miscalculation? Ah, it's him! Please tell me you can't reach Soren, because I'm in trouble. If you can reach Soren, because I can't kill him. I gotta get over to that boat. Yeah. Look at that. Level fucking 20, 60 HP. Yeah, look at that. Look at those stats. There's no way I'm gonna take that guy on. Get you out of the picture. Of course I miss. Naturally. Looking lovely. Going for the kill, Maya. Oh, how do I miss? Weaken you a little bit. Oh! Nice! Can't like kill him. Want Maya going for the final kill. Get out of here. Give me that boss XP. That's it? Oh, I guess he wasn't really a boss. All right. Clear. The mercenaries boarded the ship safely. Now, how to proceed? You and I are beating that ship. I won't allow it. One of Galea's beast warriors. I met you once before. Yes, at the castle near the Sea of Trees. From where I'm standing, we've actually met twice. Oh? I saw you that night, standing in the full moon. The night you murdered Sir Grail. So you were the one traveling with the Beast King, eh? Interesting. By measuring his age strength, I'll naturally learn more of the King's true power. I hate to tell you this, but my king is not to be measured against the likes of me. He is far beyond that. All the better. Now then, let us begin. Cool. Why? Why do my attacks do nothing? You fight impressively, however, you're no match for me. Huh? Rise! Leave this to me. You're one of the prisoners. This knight will not raise a hand to me. Correct? Go now, quickly! If you insist, I'll give it proper thanks next we meet. Commander Har, let us pursue the enemy ship. They're friends of subhumans. We cannot allow them to escape. That was a good nap. Well, looks like the fighting is over. Form up. It's time to withdraw. Commander! Listen to me, Jill. We're scheduled to return home tomorrow. If you were injured in a place like this, your Lord Father would not be pleased. It's because my father I must not return empty-handed. I must have something to show him. Please! Simmer down, girl. The Black Knight has ordered us to withdraw. Would you ignore his word? That... Would you be suicide? Correct. So, let's move out. Blast! Lord Black Knight, the ship is departing. If we ready our own ship, we set sail without delay. We can overtake it immediately. Listen to me, Dane General. You will withdraw from this place. I will not allow you to pursue that ship. Who are you supposed to be, fool? You have no reason. You have no idea who you're speaking to, do you? Gather your men. Withdraw. Who is this guy? I will not repeat myself. Do it now. Yes. Yes, at once. Who is Sephiroth? Are you sure that's true? Yes, you can ask these two for more details. The two of us, we're here representing the townsfolk. You say that a green-haired lass boarded that ship? Yes, she had a very noble bearing about her, and she was beautiful. Her name was Ellie? Oh, Ellen? They call her something like that. It's true. Princess Valencia. My luck has changed. All of us, the townsfolk, are ready to cooperate in any way we can. If you'll keep that in mind, believe me, I understand your loyalty. Well then, you there, come here. Yes, sir, right here. Get these two worms out of here. Find the hardest physical labor in this town and get these fools started. Work them from dusk to dawn without stopping. Work them until they can no longer move. You got that? Yes, sir. Understood, sir. But that's... Why? Why would you... Stop your whining. How else might us reward worms vile enough to sell their own princess to the enemy? Enjoy your payment, you greedy dastards. Our own princess? That's not... It can't be. It can't! No. No! This is what happens, guys. Be assholes, you get payment in return. My Lord Ike, how wonderful! I didn't think you were going to make it. I'm sorry to worry you. Oh no, I'm just happy to see you well. So very happy. Whew! I doubt the enemy will pursue me this far. Or such as you, wounded? Did the Bayor give you that bruise? Master Gifka. Ah. The king told me to come check on you. Don't move. You're pretty banged up. Nothing appears to be broken. There is one among the Dane army whose power is overwhelming. To move with such speed with all that armor, I tell you, it's not right. And now the king's forced to use you, his shadow warrior, to check up on me. Our ministers are as obstinate as ever. No matter what happens, they'll not approve of an alliance with the Bayarch. Nothing to be done about that. Every one of the older retainers is members of Legu's subordination. Even the king. If Princess Valencia were not King Ramon's orphan, I doubt he would be willing to aid her. Perhaps you're right. At any rate, the princess and the others are now safely at sea. And the watchdog? No signs of carelessness, I presume. Of course not. Even the elders will bend their ears to hear what that one says. That one is special, after all. And how do you see this? Princess Valencia is dry for the reconstruction of Crimea. Does she have a chance? Who can say? Which way the wheel turns depends on Ike's mercenaries. Success and failure are but a hair removed. So this company, which has done nothing but flee, controls the fate of the kingdom? That's a dangerous gamble, isn't it? All gambles are dangerous, Master Gifka. Wouldn't make no mistake about it. Dane's next target is Gallia. We must go home and prepare. Princess Crimea? Did she board the ship to Benin with the remainder of Gawain's mercenaries? Yes. The hindrance that was Gawain is dead. The location of the medallion will soon be known. As our worm worked itself into the group, it appears that our worm has been accepted as a trusted member of the company. All is going to plans. Now let them swim as they please. There is one thing. I met someone unexpected at the harbor. Who? The Prime Minister of the Benin Empire. What? Is that true? If he is nosing about, we must not make any mistakes. Did he give any indication he had caught on to our plans? That, I do not know. He did tell me to deliver a message to you. Overreaching ambition invites disaster. Pfft, nonsense. My only concern is the Princess of Crimea and the medallion. We must wait and watch until such a time as we can strike. In the interim, I want you to take charge of the invasion of Gallia. Be smart. You must not allow Gallia to bring their full might to bear. Understood? As you will. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Well, that wasn't too bad. One hard reset and like one or two save state resets. Having narrowly escaped Dane's grasp, the Grail mercenaries are pleased to feel the ocean beneath their feet as they set sail. According to Captain Nasir, the voyage to Benin will take roughly 2 months. Alright, blessed with the temperate weather, the ship's journey southward is smooth and steady. It passes the midpoint of its trip. As it passes the midpoint of its trip, the ship sets a course along the coastline and begins to head east. These seas belong to Phoenicius and Kilvas, the kingdoms of the bird tribes. Both nations prey on human vessels for supplies and wealth, and their flying corsairs are feared across the sea. Additionally, the southern portion of the continent contains the realm of the dragon tribe, the monarchy of Goldoa. This country has remained isolated since its founding centuries past, preserving its closed culture behind a veil of mystery. It is these Legu's controlled waters that Ike and company must now cross. Oh boy. Ike? What's bothering you? You've been moping around ever since we came aboard. I'm just a little seasick. Seasick? You're such a bad liar. You never even get regular sick. You're not the type to get seasick. Really, it's nothing. Come on, talk to me. You've been doing so much lately. I just want the chance to help you for a change. Well, alright, I'll tell you what's bothering me. It's that incident back in Toa. Go on. When everyone discovered Ranulf was Lagoos, all those people, they changed just like that. Up until that instant, they'd seemed like such kind, decent people. I had no idea Bayork prejudice against the Lagoos was so strong. Why do they hate them so much? How are we so different, Ranulf and I? I have to say, at first, I was scared too. When I saw how they could change, they can do things that we Bayork can't do. They're not like us. Miss, you can't honestly feel. It's different now. Everyone's still very nice. But, you know, that's because of all the time we spent together. I've seen how they are. I've gotten to know them. That's why I've changed. I'm not scared or nervous around them, but other people don't get that chance. I think that's why they're frightened. Maybe you're right. Maybe people like me are the odd ones. The people who accept others as they are. I wish more people were like that. I mean, no one really wants to fight, do they? Doesn't everyone want peace? I guess it's hard to put all those fears behind us. You're right, it's very hard. Nasir, what's the big idea eavesdropping on us like that? How do you find sailing? Have you gotten sick at all? We're fine, but answer a question for me, would you? Why are you here? Why do you associate with the Lagoos? Why? Because the obvious financial benefits, I suppose. I do so because I am one. What? But no, you're not a Lagoos. I don't see a tail or anything. Because I've chosen to live among Bayork, I've taken certain steps to make sure I'm not recognized. I've had to change my attire, my feeding habits. I've done many things. Why would you do that? Lagoos cannot survive in isolation, nor can Bayork. Both races are to thrive, they must learn to coexist. I've spent many years searching for a way to make this happen. You think the Lagoos and Bayork can live together? After everything you must have seen? I'm impressed. Ike, you'll never truly understand a matter unless you look at it from each party's perspective. As you say, the Lagoos are indeed now persecuted by the Bayork, but long ago these roles were reversed. Whatever happened in the past does not justify what we do to the Lagoos now. That is the thinking of an honest man. Keep things simple and pure. I like that. Still, the strength of your conviction comes from your youth and your innocence. Trust me, it will be tested. When your journey is over, how will you be changed? I pray your conviction is not lost to despair. Talking to you is hard work. Someday you'll understand. For now, my role is to simply deliver you safely to Benian. Ranulf has paid me quite handsomely with money from King of Gallia and himself, and I will not let him down. We're out of our element here at sea, so you're all we have to depend on here. Thank you for your help. I'll do what I am able. Okay, here's my summary. Cool. Leith was the MVP, nice. We got 300 bonus XP. Alright, where are we in items? Brom, looks like you use another vulnerary. Alright. Got 300 bonus XP, so... And since you're gonna become vital in a later chapter, I'll give you another one. And give you the last bit. Okay. $99 or $98, $99, $100. Done. What's the point of swinging an axe by myself? Should probably try to find Ike, but maybe a quick nap first. Boyd. Ah, Titania. Where do you think you're going? Are you blowing off your training again? No, I'm not slacking, I swear. I was just going to work out with Ike. You know me. I'm all about the fighting. Boyd, I know that training is tough, but if you make light of it, you're closer to death than you ever want to be. You're a mercenary. When you're confused or exhausted during a long battle, instincts make all the difference. But Titania, I just can't get into training when I don't have a partner. Can't get into it? Boyd? Don't make me chew you out again. Joking! I'm just joking. What I just said? All a joke. Oh, I'm just dying to do some practice swings. Yeah! Boy, training is so much fun. Isn't that right, Titania? Woo, I love training. Darn it, Boyd, why are you so lazy? You're a natural fighter, you know that? You can even be a better fighter than me if you just put your mind to it. Anyway, keep practicing. Ike, grab that boy. What's going on? No more running for you. Sooth? Soth? Nasir, who is this? A stowaway. I gather he boarded the ship from Toa. What are you doing here? Why did you sneak aboard the ship? You want to talk? In that case, Ouch! Ike, there's no need to be so rough. I'm not gonna waste my time in playing games with this urchin. You want me to let go? Open your mouth and start talking. I'll quit it, I'll talk! That hurt. I thought you were gonna break my face. Well, what's your name? What are you doing here? I'm Soth. I'm a thief, but I didn't come on board the ship to steal anything. Stop scowling at me like that. You're making me uncomfortable. It's not just you. Ike always looks like that. Don't mind him. Just keep talking. I'm looking for someone. I heard the ship was sailing from Benion, so I decided to climb aboard. This person you're after is in Benion? I don't know. The trail went cold in Toa, and I couldn't think of anywhere else to go from there. Is it family? Huh? The person you're looking for? Yeah. I mean, we're not related by blood or anything, but we're definitely family. Oh. You know what? Let's aid him. Alright. Nasir, my mercenary company will look after this boy. He won't be a burden to you or your crew. If that's what you want to do, it's fine with me. Are you sure? You're going to be put to work. I hope you're prepared. Sure, no problem. I'll do whatever you need. Sweet. Volk? Right here. Gah, where have you been? You've disappeared the moment we got on the ship. Don't worry about it. I'll be there when you need me. It's not me, it's my sister. You never shown up for a meal, and she thinks you're dying of hunger. Did we ever eat together while we were on land? Alright, listen. Land, big. Ship, small. It's not the same thing. I don't want mess roaming the ship with a plate of food anymore, so please eat one meal a day with us. 100 gold. You're gonna charge me? To make you eat? And that's more than you would charge to pick a lock. Why? I don't like large groups. Bye. Call me if you decide if it's worth it. Maybe I should just tell him Missy's dead. Do you have a minute? Of course, Commander Ike. You and I haven't had very many opportunities to talk, and you don't think you can trust me? No, it's not that. I'm just curious. I was surprised to see anyone in Toa who chose to fight on the side of the Lagoos. I joined the Toa Vigilantes solely for the purpose of slaying Lagoos, or saving Lagoos. I'm not from Crimea, but when I heard that she had joined with Galea, I envisioned my perfect world, one in which the Lagoos could live normal lives, free of oppression. However, when I came to Crimea, I found things were no different there than in any other Baoric nation. It was the same for me. I couldn't allow myself to ignore these problems any longer. I'm happy to hear it. Of all the Baoric I've ever met, you're the only one who shares my conviction. Say, Hart, is there some other reason you defend the Lagoos? I don't follow you. You see, I was born in Galea, so I've been told. I just wonder if you had a similar reason guiding you. Of course, I have my reasons. Would you be upset if I didn't want to discuss them? My reasons are extremely personal. No, it's no problem. I wanted a better understanding of what kind of man you are, and I have that now. Can I ask what that is? You are a good man. I'm glad to have you along. I'm glad to be here. I feel like I'm finally able to do the kind of good I've longed to do for years. Alright. What's wrong, Ileana? See, you don't look so well. Are you alright? I'm seasick. When I was showering with the merchants, we sometimes used ships. Every time when there was a ship... Sorry. Did you shower with Mustard and the others for a long time? About 4 years, all told. I had just left home, you see. I was all alone, and I couldn't find work. In my hometown, I had so many people I could depend on. But once I left, everything changed. If Mustard's group hadn't found me by the side of the road, I'd probably be dead by now. You seem to have led quite an adventurous life. It's a bit surprising. I get that a lot. I find it hard to imagine that you couldn't find work, though. Your magic skills are amazing. Aren't they, though? I'm always happy when people notice. Phew! Wow, I feel so much better now. I'm actually starting to get hungry. I'm glad to hear it. Just stay above deck, and when you start to feel sick, look off at the horizon, alright? Isn't the best way to help with motion sickness or seek the sickness to like stay in like the center of the boat or something? I won't know. I don't go on boats a whole lot. Alright, I'm going to end it here. So when we come back, we will figure out what happens next on board this vessel. And we'll see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later. Now I'm going to get a quick drink real fast, and we'll be back for more.